Bitcoin and Ethereum futures will soon be coming to the Brazilian stock exchange. Lots going on here in the crypto sphere during times of extreme fear as we go with the flow of crypto and watch out for EngineeringRobo. Today's video, we have Bitcoin. Like every other video, we have the rotational coins. Today's Litecoin. Be sure to stick around till the end to not miss any of what's going on. Starting off with Bitcoin here, it would appear we have altered our robos present. We have replaced the previous bull robo advisor with early bird to potentially suggest some, perhaps higher risk entries for a potential, short-term move upward here that could be approaching. We've had some tremendous sideways and consolidation after interacting with key level $28,422 per Bitcoin. We've had lows printed on the 12th of May there, going to the $26,000 range, though 28,422 is the level that we need daily candles to continue to open and close above to further solidify as support. With this early bird coming into play during this sideways, suggesting potentially events similar to January all the way to March of this year, this early bird coming into play does show a significant buy pressure present and accumulation occurring. And, this phase of sideways here may just need to continue to play out. And with, more early birds printing, we can perhaps further anticipate, upward movements to follow. So we can invest confidently and more comfortably 50% when 2 of our chosen 3 robos become bullish. So to accompany this early bird, we would like to see a buy for or a moon robo advisor. Then we can, begin accumulating more confidently based on EngineeringRobo's buy suggestions. Bullish robo advisors have allowed us to see tens of percentages in upside trading Bitcoin, and bearish robos have saved us from tens of percentages in downside. So we always go with the flow of crypto, watching out for robo. We wait for the confirmations no matter the situation. And so right now we are just looking for continued bullish interaction with these support levels. Technically, EngineeringRobo is still bearish at this exact moment. So we do anticipate continued sideways and or interactions downward until bullish robos return. As I mentioned, we need a second robo advisor becoming bullish for us to invest that 50% EngineeringRobo based investment ratio. 20% will be invested at support once that has been further solidified. We're looking at these horizontal levels down below, roughly 28,400, 25,800, 21,800, and as low as 18,800. 30% can be invested when daily candles find themselves above this solid descending trend line, which we will extend as necessary. Right now, we are coincidentally interacting with EngineeringRobo's fear zone, which we will see toward the end of the video here. Technically, we are suggested to be accumulating Bitcoin as we can between $20,000 and $30,000 per Bitcoin, a rather large range to be considering buying with a longer-term uptrend in mind. So let me know down below your thoughts on Bitcoin and crypto. What are you doing during the current slappening that is happening? We always go with the flow of crypto, though in my opinion, I find it very difficult to be bearish on the space overall. B3, the Brazilian stock exchange, confirmed that within 6 months, it intends to launch its first official product aimed at the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin futures trading. It is not yet known if B3 will form a partnership or if it will offer Bitcoin futures trading directly, but the timeline for launching this product was stated to be relatively short, with a quote reading, "We plan to launch Bitcoin futures in the next 3 to 6 months." Currently, in Brazil, institutional and retail investors can trade 11 ETFs through B3 with exposure to cryptocurrencies. In addition, in Brazil, there are more than 25 investment funds approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission that offer different types of exposure to the crypto assets market. The B3 rep also said it's exploring ways to provide inputs for the country's central bank digital currency. In addition to Bitcoin and Ethereum futures, B3 also intends to offer services to national cryptocurrency exchanges and to be a kind of centralizer of custody and settlement operations. With a quote reading, "We like to have around 30 national crypto exchanges, apart from the international ones that we operate here. We could offer a service to facilitate and standardize their operations. I believe that it has something to explore in providing custody services and in the settlement process." So find this article in the description, but in my opinion, I see this as, continued exposure for Bitcoin and or cryptocurrencies currently, increased use cases perhaps, and with, traditional exchanges allowing access to the crypto market, this is increased liquidity perhaps, increased, money exposed to crypto assets. And in my opinion, this is, a bullish longer term factor contributing to an uptrend in play. During times of extreme fear here in the immediate short term, it would appear we are returning to some, dangerous lows that we came from not too long ago. Bitcoin has had a tremendous amount of upside very recently. As opposed to its inception, it has only really gone up since it's been created. Very recently, though, between 2020 and 2022, Bitcoin has experienced roughly 10x in upside. It is only fair to trade sideways and or down for a bit of time before we can continue our euphoric rise to soon to be revealed six-figure levels. In my opinion, though, let me know in the comments down below how you feel about cryptocurrency currently. Looking at Litecoin here, it would appear continuing to trade sideways along with many other projects after a bullish interaction with my visualized horizontal level. $60.50 is going to be the key level to consider here in any sort of continued downside. We have lows reaching to $54, though $60 is going to be the key level. We need daily candles to continue to open and close above and or interact with in a bullish manner for us to be more confident in investing our 20% support-based investment ratio at that level, because at the moment, the strongest horizontal level down below waiting for us in any sort of continued downside is going to be $42 per Litecoin. That is where you can more comfortably invest your 20% support-based investment ratio. Overhead, we have $82.20. If, daily candles return above it and confirm that as support, that's where you can invest that 20% ratio. Whichever one comes first. 50% will be invested when EngineeringRobo returns to a bullish state. We're looking for 2 of our chosen 3 robo advisors becoming bullish, where we have experienced tens of percentages in upside, utilizing buy suggestions to trade Litecoin. And as we can see, bearish robos in play have saved us from tens of downside as well. So we always go with the flow of crypto, and we watch out for EngineeringRobo. We wait for the confirmations before jumping in and out of any situation. Our most recent bearish robo advisors have saved us from over 50% in downside, and right now we are just currently waiting for the return of bullish parameters to begin comfortable accumulation. 20% at support, 50% when EngineeringRobo becomes bullish again, and 30% can be invested when daily candles, in my opinion, open and close above this solid descending trend line that is, far bigger and encompasses a lot more price action. It will take quite some time for us to get to and through it, though once we find our way above it, I think that would be a much stronger indicator of a longer term uptrend forming for Litecoin, whenever that may be. We have this dash descending trend line here that you could potentially use for perhaps shorter term trading. If we break above it, you can capitalize on any upward movements after it, though I would be always looking out for levels to exit during times of potential downside and a downtrend in play. You want to be in and out of the market while you can, rather than perhaps buying and holding with anticipation of an uptrend unfolding immediately after. We go with the flow of crypto. Let me know your thoughts on Litecoin down below. Bitcoin continues to interact with the fear zone here. It would appear we are suggested to be accumulating Bitcoin with a longer term uptrend in play. This is the third time we've seen the fear zone here relative to our last time seeing the FOMO zone, which was back in the end of 2017, 2018 there, where we traded up within it, though exited it eventually and made our way to the fear zone. The fear zone has provided very bullish ranges for us to be accumulating and investing into Bitcoin with a longer term uptrend in play. And we have yet to see that FOMO zone here, which is still sitting around a staggering $186,000 Bitcoin. That is a far more reasonable top to be considering if you are looking for one. Once we are up at that price, whenever that may be, you will be heavily suggested to consider taking profits and selling some of your position because while extreme FOMO will be present, someone has to buy the top, and I suspect those individuals buying the top are the same ones that are currently selling the bottom. At the moment, I find it very difficult to be bearish on the space overall. Downside dips and dumpage in the short term here is a rather necessary evil for us to undergo before we can continue our euphoric rise onward and upward. Go, oh no, listen to Robo, sell some of your position when there's FOMO. Go, oh dear, accumulate here during times of extreme fear when your nicely discounted digital assets are available. But let me know down below your thoughts on Bitcoin and crypto. We always go with the flow, no matter the situation. Go with the confirmations. In my opinion, I find it very difficult to be bearish. I'm like a broken record here on the channel. It's going to take far more than a 50% correction from some very newly printed all-time highs for me to consider a bear market in play. More sideways or short-term downside, I do believe, is very healthy for us moving forward. Thank you so much for hearing my analysis, and tune in for the next one.